There's sometimes can be more aggressive on doing more things with more money. So we thought we're going to have a meeting. Oh, we obviously have a lot to talk about. But this is the focus of the December program is going to be called Defense Gov. You see some of the topics here. Obviously, everyone is welcome, but it's going to be an opportunity for us to really focus on what the DoD, Intel, and DHS communities, and obviously people like Justice and those who interface closely with those groups. With that, before we get started with our keynote, we have a very special Lifetime Achievement Award that's going to be presented. I'm going to hand it off to CAEAP with Melissa Dean, who is the managing partner of Dean & Edwards and the vice president of relationship outreach and engagement for CAEAP to kick things off.
Well, thank you. Well, we are very proud tonight to be here to honor Dick Burke. Ira Grossman will be actually presenting the award, but we are the Center for the Advancement of Enterprise Architecture as a Profession. And one of the things that I've been hearing so much today throughout the groups is the need for collaboration and communication, and that's what our group is about. And Dick Burke, we just thank you so much, sorry, get a breath, for all that you have done to advance enterprise architecture as a profession. You're a true professional, and we are very honored to present you with this award. And now Ira Grossman, he is the Chief Enterprise Architect for FEMA, as well as the
Chief Architect.
Yes, thank you so much.
I first met Dick at one of the Susan Turnbull's, at the time it was a GSA, expedition workshops. Dick is just becoming the chief architect for the federal government, replacing Bob Haycock. And in first meeting Dick, immediately struck me how fallible Dick was, how approachable he was, what a great listener he was. He really drew you in to the conversation. He is personable, very sociable, and very gracious. We became to partner. As the chairman of the Chief Architects Forum, we partnered in each of our quarterly events. People would come to hear Dick. We always had Dick as one of our two speakers. And the second half of the Chief Architects Forum, we broke up into breakout groups. The two speakers, Dick was one, and then the other speaker had workshops. But what we noticed is people walked with their feet. 80% of the people wanted to talk to Dick. Dick wanted to talk and listen to them. And I always felt bad for the other speaker because nobody wanted to talk. They wanted to talk to Dick, and that's what happened. 3 years Dick did that. Now, Dick never really had the resources, I think, that he should have had at OMB to really mature the federal enterprise architecture. Dick did more than anybody could with little resources. So he started using detailees from other federal departments. And people wanted to work for Dick. And constantly people would come for every 6-month details, and he accomplished a lot. Dick accomplished more than anybody I can think of with the minimum resources that he had. Dick was the evangelist for enterprise architecture. A book we both read and both liked, and I'm not sure if I was the one who introduced Dick to the book, was Enterprise Architecture Strategy by Dr. Gene Ross of MIT. Dick's copy was dog-eared, tagged, flagged, and he always carried it around with him. What Dr. G.D. Ross said was, and we had her at one Chief Architects Forum meeting, is in her research at MIT, it took 20 years for enterprise architecture to truly mature. And I agree with that statement. John Zachman, the first awardee of this Lifetime Achievement Award, kicked off enterprise architecture as we know it today. Dick took it to the 50-yard line. We still have more to go. We're not there yet, but Dick did more for enterprise architecture, to advance enterprise architecture, than anybody that I know of. And it's with my pleasure, with Melissa here also, to present to Dick the Lifetime Achievement Award. And please welcome and give Dick a round of applause. So Dick, before I give you the award,
thank you.
Thank you
very much. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, John.
So, a few quotes for people who've also appreciated Dick's work. Being an enterprise architect, I didn't bring my fedora leather jacket today, but I did bring a real enterprise architect artifact. I always like props. When Dick retired from federal service, I did a piece for Architecture and Governance magazine, and there were got a few quotes from people at the time, which I'd like to read to you. One from Bob Haycock, Dick's predecessor. Dick has taken what was an approach in development, and through the force of his knowledge and commitment has built a working program that's helping to implement enterprise architecture within the federal government. Dick has provided leadership and clear commitment to the federal enterprise architecture during his tenure. From Molly O'Neill, who's one of the former co-chairs of the Architecture Infrastructure Committee and former CIO of EPA, everything Dick has accomplished has motivated by his unwavering commitment to serve the American people. His leadership of OMB's EA program was focused on one result: helping the federal government achieve its mission. And finally, for Shamendra Paul, Dick's tireless advocacy on behalf of the federal IT community made a difference. From his accomplishments at HUD to the leadership he gave us all at OMB, Dick helped us to set the stage for great awareness, use, and results from best practices, including enterprise architecture. He truly embodies the values of stewardship and public service. Dick, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Your turn.
Am I going to say something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make this brief. Well, first of all, when David Niven received his Academy Award, I'm just going to show my age. Famous English actor David Niven received his Academy Award for Best Actor around the world in 80 days. He gave the shortest speech in the Academy Award. It was 2 words: thank you. I will not follow David's lead. It is indeed an honor to receive this award from the organization and from your approval for this evening, my colleagues, both in the public sector and in the private sector. And I want to thank Ira so much. It seems like every time that I get an award or get some approbation, Ira's in the background doing something like this, so I very, very much appreciate that. You have a tough job. We have a tough job. I'm still in the business, okay? Still in the business. Just not in the same playing field. It is a tough job being an enterprise architect. You have to have courage. You have to say no to people in power, people who can fire you, and it is difficult. And I see heads shaking around the table. And so it comes a point in time when you look yourself in the mirror and you say, do I really believe in what this profession can do? Do I believe in the technique that I am engaged in? And you have to answer that, and you have to then go forth with the courage that you have and be as tactful as you can. There's no question about that. But you have to say the things that sometimes people don't like to hear about collaboration. Somebody said collaboration was an exercise, an unnatural exercise between two, I'm going to screw this up. I know I'm going to screw it up. It's a good quote if I could remember it, but I can't. No, I can't recall it. Sorry. Anyway, but there are going to be times when you're going to be talking about that, you're going to be talking about these other things, and it's going to be very, very difficult for you. I understand that. Use outside resources to help you, please. You don't have